Hey, subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to ring that bell. Because when you ring that bell, you get all my videos. All those recipes, delicious recipes. Like this one, date nut bread. I'm going to make some vegan cream cheese and make the date nut bread, which is going to be beautiful in itself. But I'm going to make it like a sandwich and put the cream cheese in between the layers of date nut bread. How wonderful is that? So let's get started with this date nut bread. Hey, I'm going to use the muffin method. That's very simple. That means you got wet ingredients, you got dry ingredients, you mix them together, you got it. Don't overmix. That's a big no-no. Okay, so we start with the wet ingredients. Now, one of the wet ingredients is going to be eggs, right? But I don't want to use eggs. It's going to be vegan. So I'm going to make a vegan egg. It starts with 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm going to add to it 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Make sure it's milled or ground. Look, just like that. I add that to that water. 1 tablespoon flaxseed, 2 tablespoons water, and mix it up. Leave it alone for a few minutes. It's going to turn into egg. And just a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. I got to melt this coconut oil. Very easy. I put it in the microwave, just like 30 seconds. I don't want to get it too hot. Just want it to melt. Okay, be back in 30 seconds. Okay, there you go. You see it melted nice and clear. Okay, next thing we need are our dates. Hey, don't get crazy with the dates. I just went to Costco, got a big bag of dates. Organic dried dates. Hey, that's fine. I'm gonna cook with these dates. I'm gonna be adding a lot of stuff to them and whatnot. You don't need to get like real expensive good dates. If you're gonna just snack on the dates, get the best dates you can get. But to use in cooking, like in baking when you're adding other ingredients, don't worry so much about it. I have to chop these dates up. Okay, dates are a little tough to chop because they're like soft and a little bit sticky. Okay, so what I do is I slice them the long way, just slice them twice. The long way, and then I cut them the short way, like that. Let me show you again. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, I got 2 cups of chopped dates. Remember this coconut oil here? Okay, so I put the dates in the coconut oil. Like that. Beautiful. Then here I have a teaspoon of baking soda. And I have 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Throw that in there. And here's something special. This is coconut palm sugar. It's a brown sugar, but a little healthier than regular brown sugar. Smells delicious. Throw that in there too. Then I have 1 cup of very hot coffee. Hey, use your best coffee for this. I want that coffee flavor. And add that. I'm going to take a big spoon and just mix that all up like that. Okay, so we're going to add some vanilla. I'm using this Mexican blend vanilla. Very good. 1 teaspoon. We're going to add the eggs. Remember the eggs I made? Check that out. It's just like egg. Okay, they add an egg. Or in this case, the flaxseed egg. Now I got to add a little bit of flavor to it, a little bit of special flavor to it. What am I going to add to this? Why am I talking like this? I don't even know. Okay, because I got to add something very special now. Here we go. I don't know how to introduce this ingredient, so let's just introduce it. Hey, some spiced rum. That's wonderful. Hey, you can add a little brandy or a little sherry. I like the rum. Gives you a good kick. And that spiced rum, I like that flavor. Nice. Look, I'm almost empty. I got to refill this bad boy. I got to make a Costco run. Hey, Costco's wonderful for stuff like this. Hey, 2 teaspoons is enough. And there's your wet ingredients. Put that aside for just 1 minute. Okay, this is my dry ingredients. I have 1 3/4 cup of flour in here and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Just whisk it together a little bit just to get it mixed together a little bit. Then I'm going to take those wet ingredients. Remember the wet ingredients? I'm going to take them. I'm going to throw them right into the dry ingredients like that. Remember I told you, don't over mix this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fold it together. See how I do that? I scrape the bowl and throw it on top. I scrape the bowl, I throw it on top like that. This is smelling delicious already. Look how good that batter looks. Fantastic. Hey, we're not done yet. Remember, I'm like a texture guy. I need some special texture in there. So far, everything's kind of soft. I need some crunch, and here we go. 1 cup of chopped walnuts. Fantastic. It's good for you, too. I throw that right in the batter. I'm going to fold that right in. I'm going to spray this loaf pan really good with cooking spray. I don't want anything to stick. Make sure you get all the corners really good. Ooh. That looks good. And then give it a tap. Hey, my oven's already set at 350 degrees. Preheated. Gotta preheat your oven or it won't work. I put that date nut bread right on the bottom. I'm going to check that after a half hour, but it's probably going to take about 45 minutes. It's going to smell delicious in this house. When my wife wakes up, she's going to come downstairs and say, "What are you cooking? It smells so delicious." That's why I like to bake in the mornings. Wonderful. Okay, I'll see you in about a half hour just to check on the bread. Okay, it's been a half hour. Looks good, but not ready yet. A little soft on top. Gonna take another 5 minutes or so. That's coming out. Ooh, does that smell delicious? I can't wait. Okay. Okay. That is done and beautiful. Hey, remember I told you gotta grease this up good? You know why I told you that? Watch this. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful. Okay, we gotta let this cool down. Then we can slice it and fill the inside with vegan cream cheese. It's gonna be great. Wonderful. Okay, let this cool like all the way. Gonna take at least a couple of hours. Okay, so we made our date nut bread. Now it's time to make the cream cheese. Hey, this is kind of like having a cake and icing, but a lot healthier. Very good. Good for breakfast, good for a snack. Wonderful. Okay, that noise you hear in the background, I'm making bread. And nice fresh bread with breakfast. Why not? That's a whole nother video though. Right now, cream cheese. I have here 1/2 pound of cashews. They're raw, unsalted. I have some really hot water. You see that steam coming out? That means it's really hot. I'm going to put the cashews in here and leave them in here for 1 hour. Doesn't really matter how much hot water you have as long as it covers the cashews. There you go. Wonderful. Okay, I'll see you back here in 1 hour. Let this sit. Hey, you can also throw the cashews in water in the refrigerator overnight, but for today I like doing the hot water thing. Okay, so I'll see you in an hour. Okay, so it's been an hour. These raw cashews are pretty soft. I gotta drain the water off these. Okay, I'm gonna throw them into a food processor. In there as well, I'm gonna put in 1 cup of coconut cream. Now, this is a full fat coconut cream, and the reason why I'm using full fat is because I want that lusciousness. Okay, I need the juice of 1 lemon, or what's going to be about 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. Use fresh because it's going to give you a much better flavor. It's 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. I'm going to blend this together until it's nice and smooth. Okay, check that out. Nice and smooth, just where we want it. Okay, I'll put this in a container. I put it in the refrigerator, let it get a little firm. Okay, so that's going to go in the refrigerator only for about a half hour, just to get it a little more firm, a little more set. Hey, remember this date nut bread? Okay, now, I use a serrated knife, I think it's best. I'm going to cut this in between 1/4 and 1/2 inch slices, very carefully. Just use the serrated knife, don't put any weight on it. Use those serrades. Beautiful cut. Look at that date nut bread. Looks good. I would put out cream cheese. I just put some in, like a good, 2 teaspoons. We're going to take 6 more slices and put it right on top, like that. I'm going to pop these in the refrigerator, for about a half hour, just to get them set. Hey, that's really good. Fantastic. Hey, if you like this, you gotta check out my chia pudding recipe. Woo! Wonderful. It's like a chocolate mousse. Woo! Delicious. Very healthy. Just like this. Hey, check out that chia seed pudding recipe. I'll see you there.